Roses are a plant that need a little bit of manicuring and a bit of care and attention, and there are many different types. You get your climbing roses, you get your bush roses. In addition to that, there's also patio roses and standard roses. There's lots of different types, but the bush rose here is certainly the more popular. It's the one where you get floribunda, or otherwise known as cluster flowered stems. So you get the stem that comes up and there are many different blooms on the top. Or you get a hybrid tea, or otherwise known as a single stem rose, and that is where you get one long branch and a singular rose on the top, a little like what you get at Valentine's Day. But these bush roses are certainly the most popular and give a great deal of colour into the garden, and it'll be a real treat for you, I've got to say. Now, the other thing to remember is they do need a little bit of pruning. And if you've got or inherited some roses that you've had in the garden for a long period of time, they do need a little bit of a prune. Now, the key thing here is to begin with by cutting out any of the 3 Ds: dead, diseased or damaged. Now that's quite easy to do. You find out any dead branches and you literally just cut them off. Or any damaged branches, take them back to where it's still alive and cut them off. Now if you want to reduce the height, or shall we say manicure the shape of the rose by giving it a hard cut back so you can reassert the frame of the rose, roughly looking like a wine glass, so everything's growing out and nothing's growing in and crossing, you can do that very easily by looking where the buds are about to sprout. If you cut to effectively what is an out-facing bud, where the leaves are pointing outwards, it's great because that's exactly where they'll grow once you've cut it down. If there are any buds facing inwards and you cut to those, it grows in and becomes a bit of a mesh. So just take a look at this branch here, going down to that out-facing bud. I'm cutting at an angle away from the bud, like that. So the angle's away, so when the rain comes down, it's not rolling into the bud, it's rolling away, and that will then grow out. And I do that all the way around the outside to these out-facing buds, and it creates a really good framework. Now the key thing is when you're pruning roses or looking after them, they're hungry little critters, so what you've got to do is give them a bit of a food. Now there are many different types of food specifically for roses. This one's top rose, but there's lots of others, and that has a specific feed that really helps boost the rose, not only for the production of flowers but also for roots and foliage too, and it goes a long way to giving them a great deal of energy, and if they get a lot of energy then they'll produce a lot of flower for you.